Welcome to Vic and Vern Sports Set. I'm Vern and welcome to our DEFCON Rugby show. It's Friday. Currie Cup starts tonight as well. Second weekend of the Currie Cup. We have our topics there on that side over there. We have Rees-Zammit with a bit of an announcement. Overseas player selection for the Aussies. Cheetahs v Pumas. Currie Cup weekend. That's our topics for today. Let's get that one out of the way. And as the topic said, there's only one place we can start. And this is with this man. Rees-Zammit has announced he's coming back to rugby after 18 months out trying to fulfill his dream of being an NFL player. Has gone all south for him. He is coming back. Listen here, he's a 24-year-old Welsh international. He's played 32 times for Wales. He's a decent person. And believe me, Wales can use every player they can get. I mean, even my auntie will come play there for Wales. So they need everybody they can get. He did play his rugby before he left for that little NFL dream. He did play for Gloucester there in England. I don't know. What can you say? The boy had a dream. He chased it. Didn't make it. Coming back to rugby. I'm okay with that. And like I said before, Wales do need every player they can get. I mean, seriously, Wales is in trouble. So, Rees-Zammit, welcome back to rugby, my friend. And he's looking for a club. And I'm sure people will be lining up to sign the boy. In his interview, he did give, he's up and running. He wants to join as quick as possible so he can get preparations for the upcoming season, either the Premiership, French rugby or the URC, wherever he wants to play. So, welcome back, Rees-Zammit. That's that. Then, on the other thing we had was that overseas players can't be selected. We know that Joe Schmidt, the coach of the Aussies, did select one person from the overseas contingent, and that was this Will Skelton. Not arguably. He was the best player on the pitch with Robert Valentini against the Lions in that second test. There are at least 4, 5, 6, 7 Aussie players who are playing overseas that you could use for the team. And that is a debate now that we've been having on this channel for a long time. We've discussed it with Hamish from Kiwi Lads as well. Australia does not have a massive pool of players to choose from. And I think, for me personally, love it. Don't select those overseas players. Boxer rule supreme, done dusted. But check out the way the South Africans did it. Yes, the club teams do suffer. But I know, and I've also read in some articles, that the Australian Rugby Federation pays the players above of their salaries from their club. They get money from that as well to stay in Australia. That must burden the Rugby Federation so much, paying extra money there to get these people to stay in Australia. Check out the chat quickly. Rose Garden's in there. Marnus Palmer, good afternoon, Vern. Will Vic be back for the Cheetahs vs Pumas game? He will be back for the Cheetahs against Puma game. The boy wonder will be back. Where was I now? Oh, I lost it there, but overseas players, yes. The burden on the rugby union is massive because the rugby union pays extra wages for them to stay in Australia or in New Zealand. Huh? I say, and as the Springboks has actually showed everybody that yes, you lose a lot of players in your domestic leagues, but you can bring up young talent as well. Which I find fantastic. It's like Brazil in football. Most best Brazilian footballers play all in Europe. They play outside of the domestic league. All the young players come up, sell them off again. You can get rid of them. You can trade them off as well. It's good to nurture young. Yes, your leagues like the Currie Cup, who has lost a lot. The URC teams also not doing too well. Can you imagine if the URC teams had all those Springbok players that play abroad? It would be crazy, man. But listen here, they just can't afford it. And the European leagues have really got the money, European leagues have got the money. No, they don't have the money. If you think about the Welsh federation's in financial trouble, the Irish Federation is in financial trouble. I mean, they had to cancel the Sevens. The Welsh, the Cardiff Blues are in administration. The other clubs are not doing that well. So, I think just one way, let the players go. Yes, your Super Rugby teams will suffer. But in the long run, you'll nurture more young players, would get that money that those guys were getting going away. They would get that money from the teams. So you'll be breeding a new generation of players. And I think the South African model is very good, especially for the South African where the rand is so bad. The currency is so low. And the New Zealand currency and the Australian currency at least is a bit more competitive to the euro than the rand is. But my personal opinion, stay away from that. Just take homegrown players. But if you're thinking about the broader game, you just want the best players going against each other. And then choose everybody from around the world. Yes, your domestic league will suffer, but hey, that's just the way it is. So to chat quickly, will you go through the Currie Cup team starting for this weekend's Currie Cup? I won't be doing it to this now. We'll go through it just before kickoff, the starting teams for the Currie Cup. I'll give you a couple of what kind of changes happened, but I just want to finish this segment off quickly. So, if I was the Aussie Federation, I would say all foreign players were allowed to be selected. You want the best team to play for your country. That's all I've got to say that. Choose the best players. Will Skelton, that's the man I want. Let's get into the Currie Cup. It is Currie Cup weekend this weekend. Let's get into the fixtures quickly. At the bottom 10, you see Cheetahs Pumas, which will be live on the channel afterwards. I'll plug that one afterwards. Golden Lions against Western Province. The Bulls against the Sharks. The Griquas against Boland. Those are the teams. The matches I'm really looking forward to is the Cheetahs Pumas tonight and the Griquas against Boland. And I haven't checked out the players for the Golden Lions, Province, Bulls and Sharks. If they've got the U20 players in that team, I'd love to see that one. But I'll see afterwards. Then let's get into it straight away. That's this match there. Cheetahs Pumas later on in about 2 hours time. Be live on this channel. And I've just checked out the lineups. The Cheetahs make 9 changes from their defeat against Boland. And the Pumas just only make the one. I can name that one as Clint Swart is out. He plays the inside center. And Vian van Wyk is in on that inside position. So, Cheetahs 9 changes. And Pumas just the one. Pumas won, so they don't have to make any changes. So that's that one. And of course, the big change for the Cheetahs is this man. Yeah. Ntokozo Makaza. He is out. He's not even on the bench. The new how can I call it? Beacon of light. He was the varsity player of the year 2 years in a row. Signed for the Cheetahs, but he didn't have a good game against Boland there in the first one. Had no incentives, nothing. So welcome to the Currie Cup, my friend. Not as easy as varsity, huh? I guess not. But he is out of the squad. That's the notable absence for the Cheetahs. And then, of course, we do have the game of the Wallabies against the Lions. Vic was over eager there with his thumbnail of putting old Pollock on there. He is not in the squad. But never mind, that game is tomorrow at 12 o'clock, so join us for that one. I'll check it for you quickly. I've got the lineups here. Yandre now is in. He's in the lineup. He plays scrum half. He is in the lineup there. Manus. I can run through the lineups if you want to quickly. Let's go through the Cheetahs one quickly. At prop, we have Cameron Dawson, hooker, Vernon Paulo. At prop, Francisco Dos Reis, Pierre Raymond Ace, Victor Sekete. Those are the 2 props. The loose forwards are Sesko Ndoluvo, Gideon van der Merwe, Niels Volschenk. Then we have the scrum off is Yandre Nel, fly off Tian Swanepoel. The inside center is Cohen Jasper. The outside center is Karel Jan Koetsier. That's the inside center is Karel Jan Koetsier. Left wing is Cohen Jasper. Outside center is Marco Jansen van Vuren. At right wing we have Barney Brits, and at fullback James Verti is there. And then we'll go through the Puma squad quickly. Props are Etienne Janike and Sampi Swiggers. And at hookers, Edouard Swart, Loxer, Heinz Bertram, and Yandre Leonard. The loose forwards are Fisante, Di Mazza, and Engelbrecht. The scrum off is Ross Broad. The fly off is Danrich Fasachi. We have Darren Adonis. I love that boy's name. Darren Adonis on the left wing. Vian van Wyk in the inside center. Atsatsenki is Xamalashe. And the right wing is Lundi Masenga. And the fullback is Tino Swanepoel. So those are the lineups for the Cheetahs and the Pumas for tonight. But join us, guys. 4:47 Central European Time. Join us for the Cheetahs against the Pumas. Only 7 games in the Currie Cups here, so you got must-win games now for the Cheetahs. Otherwise, it's a really big-time trouble on that one. And of course, it is still the Wallabies tomorrow at 12 o'clock. We do have the Wallabies, and then at 3, we have the Lions against Province, and at 5, it is the Bulls against the Sharks. And Sunday, we do have the Griquas against Boerland, which would be a cool one to watch as well. So everybody... Yes, let's hope they play well. But that's our roundup of the DEFCON Rugby show for the week. Vic will be back on Monday. I don't think I'll be here on Monday, but Vic will definitely be back on Monday for the DEFCON Rugby show. So everybody out there, take care. Join us for the rugby on the weekend. It's going to be epic. And guys, let me know your opinion on overseas players for the Aussies and New Zealand. Should they play? They're missing out on a lot of good players if they don't. So everybody out there, take care, man.